Ah, what a beautiful face of destiny. Do you like Destiny's Child? Well, guess what? On season 2, episode 119, we are going to explore the roots of that orange that I'm colorblind. I'm sorry. I was told it was red. That red jacket that she stole from Eddie Murphy's closet and why she's wearing it on Nightline. And her beautiful Tyler Perry movie that is probably going to be less than mediocre because he loves to help struggling actresses and hires them based on how well their intent is and how nice they are instead of how talented they are, but still manages to make money because he pays them next to nothing. So let's get the story as to why she has decided to wear a purse on her upper torso and disguise it as a jacket. And then we'll get into the Fill in the Blanc podcast with your favorite super weird, annoying wannabe senior citizen Kenish and Barbie couple.
Actually met with an intimacy coach. Trevante was
and make sure to like and subscribe if you like intimacy coaches asking for permission before he touches your genitals for a Tyler Perry BET movie.
Respectful, was like giving me my
Where are the
space,
boundaries? Yeah.
And after that was said, it happened. It was like, all right, stop. Actually met with an intimacy coach. Trevante was very respectful, was like giving me my
Where
space,
are the boundaries? Yeah.
And after that was said, it happened. It was like, all right, stop. No, now face this way. It was more technical.
It's more like choreography.
Because we need, exactly, the choreography needed to be right. The cameras needed to be right. The lighting needed to be right. The way we poured it, would I give it too much? But like making sure that
she's
it
talking
was
about
actually
pouring paint because there's a scene where he's a painter and he tries to teach her to paint or she's and so they had this thing where he gets all seductive with paint and they end up like probably spilling paint and fucking all over a bunch of spilled paint and you pour the paint on her body and stuff while he's fucking her. He's pouring it on her titties, and it's probably not real paint. It's like edible. It's like dye, food dye, and like
it's more like choreography.
Because we need exactly the choreography needed to be right. The cameras needed to be right. The lighting needed to be right. The way we poured it. Would I give it too much? But like making sure that it was actually tasteful for the audience.
Well, we know you can act. We also know you can sing. You have one of the most recognizable voices out there. It's been 11 years since your last full-length album.
Yeah.
Talk a Good Game. What can we expect with your voice next?
Oh my goodness. I'm finally ready to tell stories with a body of work. I think that for a while, like I was like, well, do I want to try this? No, I don't want to try this. And I don't want to be trendy. And I don't want to do what, the young people are doing. I want to say something from my perspective. Because I think that it was a little bit of that. I've been in the game for 20 something years. So
no, you have not. You started as a child.
So here
it doesn't feel like that.
No, it doesn't feel like that. But for me, I was in my head a bit. And now I'm like, oh, I know exactly what I want to say. I'm 43. I have so much to express. I think that somebody else will feel the same way I do and have the same thoughts I do. And
So what are the themes you're exploring in the music?
I can't tell you. I gotta come back and tell you.
Spoiler alert.
But I can tell you, like, I'm literally writing everything down. Like, I feel like I'm so blessed to be in a creative space now to where it just feels like things are just coming. And as they come, I'm telling somebody on my team or I'm telling somebody, like, let's get in the studio or let's write this down. Can we set up a meeting with this person? So I'm grateful for the stream of creativity right now.
Well, your creative power is all over the screen. We really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Kelly. And you can watch Mea Culpa this Friday streaming on Netflix.
No, I'll pass.
Our thanks to Juju.
Maybe
When
on
we come
Halloween.
back, Nikki Haley says she's not going anywhere.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms, with my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay, and I was done settling. If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling in RA and PSA, relieve fatigue for some, and stop joint damage. And in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
For residents and ABC.
Buy one unlimited line. Plus, get the new.
Go down, try here, buy this pen, buy this pen. No. 20% off. Go to the website. Oxford Auto Insurance. We will fuck you over. And then listen to the weather.
ABC7 Weather Team on Eyewitness News.
We have 2 meteorologists.
And finally tonight, the Republican primary in South Carolina is now just days away. Despite former President Trump's 3 consecutive wins, the last major Republican candidate standing, Nikki Haley, is vowing to stay in the race. Our Eva Pilgrim caught up with her on the campaign trail in her home state.
Because at some point you do have to win, right? Because you have to get the delegates.
I mean, our goal is to try and pick up delegates, of course. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. But one day at a time. I'm not going to let the pundits tell me I need to get out. I'm not going to let Donald Trump tell me I need to get out. I'm not going to let the political elite tell me to get out. Not when the American people are telling me to stay in.
You can catch the rest of Eva's interview with Nikki Haley tomorrow on GMA3. That's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.
From America's #1 news comes the all-new ABC News app. If you love being in the know, you're gonna love this.
Oh, I always had a crush on her. Oh, actually, I always have.
Armed robbery caught on camera. The ABC7 team investigates a growing crime. Thieves accessing payment apps by force, then draining bank accounts. One victim's bank battled to get her money back, turning to Jason Knowles for help. Thursday at 10.
If you really listen, the present circumstance vanishes, and then you are free. Today, The Walking Dead, the ones who live, Danai Gurira. Plus, a visit from the Bachelor himself, Joey Graziadei. Also, your viewer comments and thoughts on another edition of The Inbox. All next, you are Kelly Rimba and Monica
Calm down. It's just Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Welcome to the show, everyone.
You know what Wednesday is? What's the day? What's today? It's fuck you and suck my dick day. Woo woo!
You got a wild bunch today.
Really do. What's going on?
Nothing.
You got up awfully early.
I did. I got up early because we have a lot of stuff to do this afternoon.
Remember,
Couldn't work.
I think he's going to say the word nice. Remember, whenever Mark says the word nice, you have to take a shot. I did. I woke up early. I had a cup of coffee. You know, went outside for a walk. You know, got my shoes. Took a walk around the nice sidewalk. Right, I grabbed my jacket. Got my nice shoes, nice jacket. You know, went outside. You know, he's going to say the word nice.
So I did my workout in the morning.
I did my workout in the morning. You know, got my cup of coffee, got my yoga mat, got my nice dumbbell.
Wow.
You know, some nice dumbbells.
Yeah, really do. What's going on?
Nothing.
You got up awfully early.
I did. I got up early because we have a lot of stuff to do this afternoon. Couldn't work out, so I did my workout in the morning.
Yeah. You left your bed vibrating.
My bed. Oh, really?
Yeah. So we have a bed. It's really interesting. Our bed wakes us up by slowly vibrating us awake. It's kind of amazing.
It goes like this, right?
Sometimes Kelly thinks it's the bed, but it's really me busting a quick nut in less than 1 minute. Missy Elliott would be proud. You know, that song was written about me. Unless I'm around my dad's side of the family, then it wasn't, because I have to be mucho fuerte, hombre, mexicano, and no, we are men.
It starts with a whoom.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, what was that? And then it goes whoom, whoom. And you're like, oh, it's time to wake up.
But in different
And then
parts,
it goes whoom, 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 whoom. Whoom, 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 whoom. Whoom, 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 whoom. It's so much better than being aroused by that and that death sound.
I haven't set my alarm.
Which is interesting because I turned it off.
Well, no, you didn't, because...
But you know what? But here's the thing. My alarm on my phone went off. That nasty noise.
Yeah.
I bet you it's connected.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I had my protein shake.
Okay.
I had my protein shake. It must be connected to my phone somehow, that the alarm on my phone... It's connected.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I had my protein shake.
Okay.
I had my
Come on, dude. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Interesting, because I turned it off.
Well, no, you didn't.
And then I was chugging like a whole bunch, like I chugged a whole bottle of tequila. I got out of bed, and then when I woke up, I remember I was saying I chugged a whole bottle of tequila. Yeah, no. I'm fine. I sucked Gelman's dick.
Noise.
Yeah.
I bet you it's connected.
Are you okay?
No. I had to drink all of Gelman's semen out of his dick.
It must be connected to my phone somehow, that the alarm on my phone also... I'll check that out tonight. I'm gonna set my alarm for like 7:30 to get in bed and see if it starts doing it.
Because I was nice and toasty in my warm bed.
Were the puppies in there?
Away. Dogs are all curled up. And suddenly, Mark's bed started going, boom, 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 boom.
I love it.
Boom. And so then the dogs are looking at me like, are you going to do something about this? So I text, because I tried to set it, I tried to turn it off.
Yeah,
I went into the app, and I clicked on Mark's side.
Yeah, I know.
And then I clicked on alarm, and I hit power off, and it was still going. So I texted him at the gym, and I said, can you turn your bed off?
Yes. And what happened? And then I did. I turned it off. I turned it off. Speaking of phones, your iPhone. What do you do, guys? I'll take a little survey. What do you do if you drop your phone in, let's say, a body of water, and you grab it out? What's your go-to?
I take off my clothes and I go skinny dipping, and I masturbate under the water so no one sees me, and then I take the phone out or I take a shit. Sometimes I do both, but very rarely am I in the mood to take a shit. But if I take a shit, I pull the phone out and I wipe my ass with it, because I know it's sanitized from all the earth water. And if I don't have to take a shit, well, then I just pull it out and I just stick it up my ass for fun. And I put it on vibrate. So it goes, womp, 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 all in my sphincter. And it kind of slowly works its way up with every vibration. It's a little more intense, up through my stomach and intestines, up to my lungs and esophagus. Eventually, I feel this warm, wet vibration in my mouth. It's great. That's what I do. Why? What do you do? Pick it up with your hands? Like
weirdo. You know why? Because it works.
What do you do? Enlighten us.
Phone in, let's say, a body of water, and you grab it out. What's your go-to? Bag of rice. You know why? Because it works. It works. It actually works. But you know who says no, it doesn't? Apple. They're saying it doesn't work. They're saying that it could damage your phone.
How can it damage your phone?
Well, because the little kernels of rice.
Don't they make phones now that you can submerge in water? Is that Samsung? Is that Samsung or like Google that makes their Pixel phones or whatever? Because I've seen plenty of commercials with people dropping phones in like aquariums, and they had commercials of dropping them in toilets, people dropping them in puddles, and then just picking them up and like wiping them off. So I'm not sure if that's Apple, the newest Apples, or if that's only Samsung. But I've seen commercials, so I know there are phones out there that you could drop in water because they've made them like proof. Maybe Apple doesn't, or this guy just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Someone let me know in the chat. One of my
It could damage your phone.
One of my
How
subscribers.
could it damage your
Well, because the
phone?
little kernels of rice sometimes
Get in there?
They do. Yeah, they do. Well, you just get a little paper clip and you get it out. But they said it's not. It doesn't work. I go, well, I dispute that because it absolutely does work. It dries out the phone, but they say
What is
doesn't.
it about rice that dries out a phone?
It absorbs all the moisture.
Rice. I mean, when you cook rice, you cook it in water. This is another fucking idiot, just like Jenna Bush, who doesn't, by the way, doesn't know that hot water melts ice. She was on the Today Show, and someone made like frozen lemon honey juice and put it in ice cube trays, so that way when you're sick, you can just go pop out an ice cube and then pour hot water and you make your own like this kind of tea. It's like this frozen tea that you make. You make tea and then you freeze it, right? Or you make something. You make tea, you freeze it, or you make something. I don't know. You make like fucking orange juice with like honey and turmeric powder. And then this girl is showing a hack and she puts it in a glass and then she shows how you just pour some boiling water over it and you have instant tea ready to go if you just make all this stuff in advance and put it in the freezer. And Jenna goes, wait, so it's okay to use ice cubes? And Hoda and the other girl has to correct her and say, well, yes, because you're pouring hot water over it. And then she freezes. She looks off camera to like the producer, just kind of like shrugs her shoulders, kind of like, wait. So it's okay to use frozen? Well, yeah, because you put boiling water over it. She goes, oh, and then she looks off camera and goes, oh. Just kind of looking like the producers going like this, like what the fuck? And she just like shrugs like oh whatever, like almost like she knew she got busted for like looking like a fucking total idiot, like her secret. Like talk about imposter syndrome. She knows she doesn't deserve that job. She knows she didn't earn that job, and she only got that. She knows she only got into college, and she only got this job all because of her dad and her granddad being president and doing all this shit. So talk about imposter syndrome. And she knows like, oh God, America just like witnessed me with reveal one of my deepest, darkest secrets on accident, which is like, I'm a fucking moron. You know what I mean? The fact that how do you go to University of Texas and you don't know that hot water is going to melt the ice? And she just shrugs it off like, oh, whatever. I don't care. Like I messed up really bad, but oh, I don't care. Like my dad will fix it. Like it's not like you're going to fire me. I'm, President Bush's daughter. Like she just, and this guy does it too. You could tell him by the way he looks at her sometimes, the look on his face, when he says something where he sticks his foot in his mouth and he realizes, oh shit, like I just said something that I won't be able to really fix. Like something that really shows my true colors of how unintelligent I am and I can't fix it. And sometimes he'll even try to like make an excuse or sometimes what he does is he nervous laughs it off. That's what I call it. He does this nervous laugh because he thinks, oh, whenever he panics, like he realizes he just did something that makes him look incredibly stupid and it's very obvious. He just does this whole thing, like his muscle memory, his autopilot is he'll smile and laugh. Like he does this kind of stupid big smile, like the whole smile that he thinks like is going to get him out of trouble when his mom caught him stealing cookies or money, or if a girl caught him on the phone with someone else or talking to another girl, he puts this smile that he thinks is this charming smile that makes all the girls melt, and that's like his self-defense, like like he smiles and he thinks that gets him out of like trouble. So whenever he gets nervous because he realizes that he just totally like made himself look like the true idiot he is, and he can't cover, he always tries to pretend he's smarter than he is, but sometimes when he fails and he shows his true colors, he gets all nervous, and his nervous like deflection, if you would, his he laughs it off, almost as if he's saying, I was just joking, but he wasn't joking. And then he just smiles thinking like, oh, everything will be okay. I'm smiling and I'm saying that I was just joking, and people will believe me because I'm an actor and I'm a good actor because my mommy told me, oh, Mijo, you're so good at acting.
Yeah.
See?
Just imagine if you came out of the shower and I put you in a bag of rice.
That's so funny.
Try that.
That's so
That rice
funny.
would be cooked.
See, he's funny too. Imagine if I put you in a bag of rice when you're in the shower. And she's like, that's so great.
It absorbs all the moisture. Yeah.
How do you not
just
know
imagine
that?
if you came out of the shower and I put you in a bag of rice.
How does she? That's exactly kind of what his nervous laugh is like. Like she just realized, oh shit, I don't know that rice absorbs water. Like now she's thinking about like, oh shit, you do cook rice in water. You boil rice in water. You know what I mean? And the rice cooks in water and the water is gone. Like, oh yeah, she just realized, oh shit, that's pretty obvious. Like I look like a moron. So she's doing the same nervous laugh that she probably learned by watching him on the set when they were filming All My Children, because he would probably like mess up simple lines or ask stupid questions like, well, if I'm gonna say that, like, why would I look to the left? Because you're talking to the person behind the desk and he's to your left. Oh yeah, right. Then you're like, I'm just playing. No. She's doing the exact same nervous laugh because she just realized, oh shit, these two are really some of the stupidest fucking motherfuckers you'll ever see in the history of morning television. I gotta tell you.
You know, just imagine if you came out of the shower and I put you in a bag of rice. You should try that.
That rice would be cooked.
It would be cooked. You would be cooking that rice.
My shower is so hot, that rice would be good and cooked.
Yeah, it would be a nice little rice. But what they're saying to do it now is to just kind of tap it. Tap it. Water out and air dry. Because the iPhones are waterproof now, no?
Yeah, they're way more waterproof.
Yeah.
So don't use the rice method anymore if you have a newer
And they say
iPhone.
don't use the hairdryer method.
No. Yeah, they say don't do that. Don't do that. Don't use that, But anyway, so that's your public service.
So that's why Apple is saying that the rice doesn't work, is because we've designed the phone where you don't need to use the rice. Like that was effective for older phones, but now we designed it where the water doesn't get in there. So now if you put in rice, the rice is actually going to mess up your phone a little bit because the kernels get into the little holes or something. Who fucking knows? Who gives a shit? Why are you even watching this?
It's the hairdryer method.
No,
like the video,
don't do that.
subscribe, and then
don't
get out of here.
But anyway, so that's your public service announcement today.
Okay.
Great. Thanks for wasting our time. Can we get on with the fucking game and your guests? Like, this is a big waste of time this morning.
You know, Mark and I are signed up to take bridge classes. We want to learn how to play bridge because we've decided that when we retire, we're going to become the bridge.
Maybe instead of signing up for classes, you should go to a fucking old folks home and just fucking have some old people that are like in their 80s and 90s fucking teach you. That way you could fucking learn. But you could also volunteer time and give them a thrill to fucking actually like hang around with some people that aren't their fucking nurses or their fucking young kids and grandkids, their kids and grandkids that are trying to kiss their ass to get their money or to get to be on their kissing their ass to get on top of the list for the last will and testament when they die. Think of it. Why would you pay? If you go and volunteer at an old folks home and find old people that play bridge, not only can you learn how to play bridge, but you can also learn how to play bridge for free. Right, you can not only can you learn how to play bridge, but it'll be free, and you can feel good because you're volunteering your time, and you know that you're making them feel good because you're giving them some company. I think that'd be perfect, but you would never do that because you're selfish and you're too stupid to fucking think of that idea. But that's okay because you have a podcast where you interview people and you interview women and you talk about
Mark and I
beautiful.
are signed up to take bridge class.
Hey, you have a podcast and you were on All My Children, so that's okay. You don't need to volunteer your time and you don't need to really put any strain on your brain to actually think of anything that makes common sense, right?
We want to learn how to play bridge because we've decided that when we retire, we're going to become the bridge champions of the world. We also have mahjong lessons that we're going to take because Ryan Seacrest brought me that really groovy mahjong game for Christmas.
And we want to be prepared to make allies for when the Chinese invade America and take over the country when we're 91 years old. Maybe 81.
And I'm like, okay, we're going to be mahjong playing.
Yeah, you ain't going to do shit. You're going to get drunk. You're going to sit on your lazy ass, watch TV, and focus on making sure you never get wrinkles and your hair never turns gray.
To take bridge class.
That's all you care about is
classes.
No gray hair, no wrinkles. That's your motto in life. No gray hair, no wrinkles. You know, no, yes TV. Yes TV, no gray hair, no gray hair, no wrinkles, yes TV.
Learn how to play bridge because we've decided that when we retire, we're going to become the bridge champions of the world. We also have mahjong lessons that we're going to take because Ryan Seacrest brought me that really groovy mahjong game for Christmas. And I'm like, okay, we're going to be mahjong playing, bridge playing adults. That's who we are. Okay,
and do you have to be a couple? It's a couple game. Like you have to be a
bridge is a couples game. A game of couples.
I guess I'm playing.
No, you are playing. We are going to become the bridge champions.
We win.
It's not a game of couples, you dumb cunt. It's a fucking game of pairs. You have to play in pairs.
What?
Doesn't have to be couples.
Yeah. We're gonna be
hustling those retirement homes.
We are.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna go to that one really freaky one, the Villages.
Yes. We're gonna go to the Villages. In Florida. And take on the bridge champions there.
We'll get on a little golf cart.
We're coming for you, the Villages. Yeah. We're gonna be.
we're gonna pimp the golf cart, have spinners on the thing.
That's right.
Yeah, and just go there.
I like the way you think. Anyway,
the Consuelos are here.
One thing we haven't tackled is chess.
No.
Our kids play chess. We do not play chess.
Yeah, I don't know why I've been so resistant to chess.
Because we learned, because
too late,
we come from the checkers generation.
Checkers.
Yeah, we were the checkers generation. People our age are checkers people, and Connect 4, and any other game that didn't require your parents sitting you down to teaching you how to play chess. Anyway, an 8-year-old chess prodigy became the youngest player ever to checkmate a grandmaster in a classical tournament match when he beat a worthy opponent. Ashwath Kushik of Singapore defeated 37-year-old Polish grandmaster Jacek Stopa in a fourth round of some open in Switzerland. I'm not even going to try to say the name. But anyway, that's massive. The kid started playing chess at the age of 4.
Wow.
And then he started playing online, and now he's checkmated a grand champion.
Right.
Wow.
Do you play chess? I do. Yeah.
He's Bobby Fischer.
I don't really play much anymore. Once in a while against the machine, but as a kid I played. Yeah.
You played? Did you compete?
In the 6th grade for about 5 minutes, yeah. I'm not bad. My uncle taught me, and he loved it, and I used to play again.
Do you play backgammon?
I love backgammon.
I love backgammon.
Oh, yeah. We should. I gave you guys a...
Oh, yeah.
I
know. It's a great set.
Oh, yeah, right. I remember. We use it all the time.
Backgammon. I get beat.
Let's play.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
I
skill
remember.
and luck. Skill, tons of luck, but you have to know odds and all those.
I remember,
percentages.
we use that all the
I'm so bad
time.
at backgammon that I have decided that it's stupid. If I'm not good at something and I can't pick it up quickly, then I decry that it's stupid.
And they're cheating, Kelly. Don't forget they're cheating.
Well, they're definitely
But you
cheating.
understand. You understand the gist of it, right? Is it the counting and the?
I don't understand the gist, the counting. I think it's crazy when you play me and you teach me and then you're moving my pieces around. How do I know what you're doing? You're doing it so quickly. And somehow you always beat me, and then you always tell me, but you almost beat me. And I go, you mean you almost beat yourself because you're playing you versus you. And I'm standing here and you're like, see what I did there? And I go, no,
I love backgammon. It's such a fast game, and when you play a really good backgammon player, they're like, boom, 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 boom. They just know the amount of spaces, and they're throwing it around. And sometimes to slow it down, I go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm
4,
more like that.
5, and the other person's like really annoyed that you're slowing the game
I've
down.
never seen you slow. You're always like, shh. It looks like 3-card Monty.
But it's offense versus
backgammon.
defense.
Yeah, I love it. It's such a great game.
And he's like, remember, you're going this way and I'm going this way. And I go, I don't even know what that means. I still can't get over counting to 6 in denominations of 4 and 2 and 5 and 1 and
3 and 3.
3 and 3. None of it makes sense. So therefore, it's dumb.
We'll get there. Hey, why skipping your dog's walk is a bigger deal than you think.
Do people skip their dogs?
Well, sometimes when the weather's really, really bad, we have in the backyard, we have those little pads that they go on. And
because they don't like to walk
our
outside.
dogs don't necessarily like to take when it's nasty outside, right?
They don't.
But when you take a dog on a walk,
Mm-hmm.
you know how when they start sniffing things, they sniff, but Chewy sniffs everything, a blade of grass, a pole. It's like checking their email.
Yeah.
Oh, they need to get their social media fix?
Yeah, they're like, all right, whose pee is that? Oh, that's Jane's. And this is Benny's.
And that's a squirrel.
That's a squirrel. they are like, that's a female, that's a male, that's a different animal. Ooh, this person's not this dog's
This
not,
is a person.
This is a person. This dog's not doing well. They can tell the health issues, like, oh yeah, Benny smokes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they're getting all this stimulation. Plus they love the companionship, and it's good exercise. We have small dogs, so literally down 100 yards there and 100 yards back, like they're like,
oh, that wind.
Yeah, that wind. But it's really, really good to walk your dog.
Okay.
Take your dog for a walk. Yeah.
Tell me that.
It's like checking their email. It's very social for them.
Lena does this thing, and I don't know if you've experienced it, because we don't walk typically it's not Mark and me each walking a dog. Usually Mark walks 2 dogs or I walk 2 dogs. It's just sort of
we take turns.
But Lena will always, when I'm crossing to go to Central Park, she stops in the middle of Fifth Avenue and just decides, I think I'm going to lick my crotch here. And I have to explain to her, the bus is coming, cabs are coming, we got to move this along.
Life's gonna do it. Yeah, and then Chewy will would do her business, start drifting back across the street.
Yeah, Chewy wants to she gets right to it and wants to go back, but Lena's like, now I think I'm going to lick my crotch here.
And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, she likes to clean herself.
She listens to me a little more. She's more obedient with me. I'm the alpha, babe. I'm the alpha. To her beta. To her beta.
And to
Just
you.
hers.
And to you servant.
Pivoting away.
Kelly looks like she's wearing pajamas.
So which room do you think a survey found is the heart of the home?
The bathroom. The bathroom.
That's correct. Average American spends over 1,000 hours a year in their kitchen.
I have a great kitchen.
I would say we spend at least twice that much time in the kitchen.
I love the kitchen. Yeah.
If we could move beds into the kitchen, that's our next project.
Yeah, I've seen TV shows where the people do that.
Yeah, that's like a survey of 2,000 adults, which is a very small portion, but I think no matter, they could have surveyed 10,000 adults, 50,000 adults, we'd all say the kitchen is the best place to spend time with your family. We've seen crazy things unfold in our kitchen. We've seen our kids get into knockdown, drag out fights in the kitchen.
Resolve the fights in the
kitchen. We've seen our parents go at it in the kitchen. It's always our kitchen too, isn't it?
It's the kitchen.
Yeah, it's kind of a fascinating. It's like Family Feud, only in our kitchen.
And we have a very small TV, just to sometimes for background noise or there's a game on. And now my eyes are getting a little bad, and so I'm trying to figure out how to put a big flat screen TV in the kitchen.
You've seen what I do, right?
What do you do?
When I if I'm just having a snack or a yogurt or something, or if I'm baking,
you belly up.
I stand right in front of the TV, and I'm like a scene from Fargo. I'm like, oh, that's fascinating. I'm just like watching them bake something on the Food Network, and I'm baking along, and
it's the heartbeat of the home.
It is, yeah. I thought for sure that because when we used to live in the loft, our bedroom was right off the kitchen, and we spent an excessive amount of time in the kitchen. When we moved uptown and our bedroom was upstairs, I was like, this is going to be great. There's no more reason for us to chronically be in the kitchen snacking 24 hours a day. We're going to, you know what we do now? We just walk up and down the stairs and snack 24 hours a day. That's what we do. We spend just as much time in the kitchen.
How many used peanut butter spoons do you find in the sink?
35.
Because I go in one, I take it out, close it, leave, and then as I'm walking out the kitchen, I'm like, I need another scoop. So I get another spoon, do that, put it in my mouth, put it in.
Do you know what's amazing?
Yeah.
You can put those spoons that you put in the sink in the dishwasher.
That's right, you lazy, stupid, fucking son of a bitch, cocksucker.
dishwasher.
I don't like the way the when you open it and all that.
Why would I do that when I got you to do that?
It smells a little bit weird.
That's your job, you
know
woman.
what I mean? That doesn't smell bad, but it smells weird.
Yeah, that's your movie.
It's humid. I'm ready for bed. I just want to eat my cup of food and leave.
It's never humid.
You know what?
Unless it's running.
You know what I have found is when we have these jars of jelly, the mamman.
Yeah.
With the little checkers on them.
Yeah.
And the strawberry, they're small. So when I get down to the last bit, like about that much, I'll get
jelly?
a big dollop of peanut butter. I throw it in there.
Oh, look at his eyes. He thinks he's like a genius.
It's like a breadless peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Whoa, what a creative person. Wow.
No waste.
The pioneer.
You eat it, and then I put them both in the sink.
Pioneer dick fuck.
I know.
For you to clean up after me.
Nice. He acts like he's telling me that he puts them both in the sink, as though I don't find them. And then I say, you would think by now he would understand that the trash goes into the trash and the spoon goes into the dishwasher.
It's like a nice little mason jar. I don't want to throw it away.
You want me to throw it away? Of course. We've got a huge show today. Danai Gurira is here.
And wait for it, my buddy, the guy with the kind face, the nice eyes, the Bachelor.
Don't fucking tell me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He has a kind face.
He has a very kind face. Wait till you see him. He's got a very kind face.
His ass, his fucking
you
personality
should have been like
shit.
his mentor.
Now
on
this
the
place
podcast.
sounds like he's gonna reset.
Okay.
I'm practically his mentor.
Oh
Well,
my
it's
God.
the reason you all showed up today. It's time to play.
Okay, let's say hello to Dan Williams from Napa, California, who watches the show on KGO. Good morning, Dan.
Hello there.
Hello. How is Napa? Is it wet out there right now?
Yeah, it is a little wet, yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm sure it'll dry up soon.
Bright and early in the morning for Dan.
Yeah, it's like, what, 6-something in the morning for you?
Waking up is hard to do. Yeah. 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he sang that to us.
Oh, okay. Well, you know how this game works. America knows how this game works. You've given us 2 statements. One's true, one's not. That's right.
Wow, you just exhausted yourself.
I have 1 minute, otherwise known as 60 seconds, to decide which is the truth. And Dan, if you stump me, you're going to win this. And this.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to do this.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, for the T-shirt.
No, but the T-shirt is when you lose. That's when
you go like that.
That's when I get my triumphant victory pose.
All right, Dan, here are your 2 statements. I've been roasted 3 times. Or I won a karaoke contest. Aha. All right. That's why he sang to us.
right.
Dan, what do you do for a living?
I'm in
The karaoke contest is the
You're in
truth.
the hospitality business.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind? What do you like? Restaurants?
I'm a dishwasher.
nightclubs? Restaurants. And why were you roasted? What were the occasions?
Because your mother was
Well, one
sucking
time
my
I
dick
moved
and
from
spent the
one
night.
county to another, and a friend called and said a week later, how about we meet at this swanky restaurant? Turned out he had chartered a bus with other friends, and I was roasted in a private dining room.
Okay. And then the other 2 times you were
saw my
roasted?
dick.
One time was at work, a work-related thing, and then another time was a significant birthday party.
Well, Mexicans were.
And do you enjoy the roastings?
No, not really.
And what are you easily roastable?
I guess I'm a personality, so there are moments that people can attack.
And what song did you win the karaoke contest with?
Oh, medium
It was
pace.
T-52's Love Shack, and I sang it like William Shatner. You know, I got me a car. It's as big as the whale. It's about the tail.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's a lie. The karaoke sounds like a lie. That's not winning. Unless it's a contest with you and three blind orphans.
Being roasted 3 times, that's a lot of times. I mean, I haven't been roasted. Have I been roasted?
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
We roast you more.
The first 20 minutes of the show.
We do more of a roasting behind your back.
My back. The karaoke contest. Do they have karaoke contests? I guess they do. Yeah, they do.
Of course they do.
All right, I'm going to say that you won a karaoke contest.
You're wrong, Mark.
You are wrong, Mark.
Yeah, that karaoke, that singing is only going to win a karaoke contest against, like, deaf children.
I mean, even I saw that one. It wasn't that particularly good a Shatner impersonation.
It wasn't, was it? Yeah.
No offense, Dan. I just thought I'd roast you a 4th time.
All right, Dan, you won the mug, you won the t-shirt. Now let's see if we can win you a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
That's our trivia dancer, Edwin Torres from Seattle, Washington.
He's doing shovel the dirt, pick the apple.
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
I liked it.
That was
Nice
good.
job.
All right, Deja, spin that wheel to see what else Dan's playing for. All right, you're playing for a trip for 2 to the Westin Bay Shore in Vancouver, Canada. 7 days, 6 nights. It includes daily breakfast plus a $200 daily food and beverage credit. It's a prize valued at $7,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guest, Dan. Good luck.
All right, Dan, on yesterday's show, we talked with Daytona 500 winner William Byron. How did William say he started his racing career?
They're playing video games like Gran Turismo. Sim racing. I got it right too. I got video games, whatever. Same shit. Fuck you.
Congratulations. You and the guests will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at Westin Bay Shore, Vancouver. Situated on the picturesque Vancouver
People,
Harbor.
don't you know that I play games? I play race car games and driving simulators with my name. I like to fart and say bad words and get suspended by Daytona. That's what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? Check it out. I got the checkered flag. That's right. I said the checkered flag. Oh yeah. I got a winning race because everyone crashed with only 5 laps left.
So nice.
So nice.
I've jogged by that hotel at least 50 times visiting Mark over the years.
Yeah, it's such a great place.
Great place. Congratulations, Dan.
Thank you. I love you guys.
You only say that because you won.
No,
now
it's
you
on
have a
TV.
lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum cleaner from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 146.
22.
16.
22.
Fuck you.
22? I'm serious. Congratulations.
Congratulations again. When we return, Danai, Gurira is here. Stick around.
Still ahead online. We'll talk with Joey, the Bachelor. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, Danai Gurira.
Oh my god. Enjoy your commercial roles now because you're gonna have to be really, really talented to get it roles once you reach puberty and you get like acne and stuff. You're just gonna get typecast as the overweight redhead kid, or the redhead kid, or the overweight kid, and they'll dye your hair. Oh gosh, is this like the Wakanda movie? It's a mini series on Disney Plus.
Welcome back. Don't forget on tomorrow's show, Cynthia Nixon will be here.
All right, and we're going to celebrate
Cynthia Nixon.
National Chili
Is she
Day.
gay? Is she straight? Like it's like the teeter totter.
How come we never
Like,
celebrate National Fruit Cocktail Day.
We'll find that and celebrate.
Chili at 9 o'clock in the morning, everyone. Doesn't that sound amazing?
Very good. Very good.
All right, let's get ready. She's a powerhouse in every sense of the word. She's Wakanda's fierce protector. She's also Michonne in The Walking Dead and the new series, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Please welcome back to the show, Danai, Gurira. You know, when I think of you, I think of action. I really do. Like, you are just the most action-affiliated actor that I think of. You know,
Wow.
Between the machete wielding and Wakanda Forever and all of it, I just think that you are always going and going and going. What do you do physically to decompress from all of that?
Couch potato.
No, I don't believe it. I think that's a lie.
No, I mean, I do exercise. It does help. It helps my mind. And there are times like, because I also write, and sometimes I can get really like just sitting and writing for a long time. I need to move. And I have a great trainer. She's really funny because she has me like, basically she's like the MacGyver of trainers. So I have this bag of tricks I have to take into the gym all the time. And I'm always the one in the corner with all the weird bands and the weird balls. I'm that one. It's a little embarrassing.
I like
fresh.
It does. I never know what she's going to throw at me.
I like that one. That's the one that I'm always watching the person in the corner with the stuff, and I go, what does that do?
Yeah, I don't know half the time, but I just trust her and go with it.
It's definitely working.
Oh, thank you. I do love a good couch veg, though. I do enjoy chilling out, just being at home. I like a lot of staycationing.
Do you ever watch mindless TV?
I have my limits.
Yeah.
I have my boundaries about them. Like, I can't watch that, but like, I do love a lot of good fun stuff.
I realized something about myself, that I can watch Judge Judy for months on end and never get tired, even if it's an episode I've seen 300 times. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, of course. I've seen Judge Judy. I mean, I've gotten really into things like Indian Matchmaker.
Oh,
very
wow.
cool.
Okay.
Yes. You tried that out?
No.
Oh, you got to.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
That sounds
I
interesting.
will.
Yeah, she's great.
You're also a big fan of snorkeling, right? We hear any big snorkeling trips lately?
Yes, I was recently in Kenya, a beautiful town called Kilifi, and I did do some snorkeling in the Indian Ocean, which was really cool.
What do you see there? Like, are you seeing anything dangerous?
No, not where I was.
Okay.
It was pretty tame where I was. Also in Zanzibar, that area I was there earlier that same year, also the Indian Ocean, but they have all the coral reef and, it's a very good way to like kind of zen out. I always feel like I get like some sort of clarity as I snorkel, but I never doing the deep sea diving.
You hear your breath.
No.
The only thing you're listening to is your breath.
Making sure you're doing that.
Yes.
Zanzibar is one of our bucket list items. We talk about it all the time.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah.
So also you were in Rwanda.
Yes.
And you went to see the gorillas.
I did.
And tell me, so there's got to be like a period where they tell you what to do, what not to do.
Yes.
Does it all go out the window when you experience it?
No, everything is very, very visceral. You have to really trek out there to see them. The terrain is rough and it's very steep. There are these, these plants are really trying to get you because you brush against the wrong plant and you're like, oh yeah. But they are so chill. They've been taken such good care of by people that they actually, because Rwanda's done such a beautiful job with conservation, that they really just hang back and just be like, there you all are, whatever.
Right.
And they don't really care. I know, thank God. Because we just watched a family sit and hang out after they'd had a meal, and I was like literally this far away from them. They don't care.
Were you at all afraid? Was there any, I would think that your heart,
If you were wearing like an Aura ring, I'd be interested to see what your heart was doing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think I was. I think I'm more afraid when I'm like in an open vehicle on a safari, and then they're like, "Oh, look, there's a lion," and I'm like, "I'm in an open vehicle, and there's a lion." I don't know why I wasn't as scared of the gorillas because these guys around me just were so skilled and they just knew.
Listen, we need to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the reunion we've been waiting for. The ground.
Still ahead on Live. We'll talk with Joey, the Bachelor, about his journey to find love.
Walgreens has a new test for both flu and COVID-19. 2 results in 1 test.
Their clients will tell you, that's pretty sweet. This is Mom and Law. We know what matters most.
My name is Michelle. I lost someone years ago. But I just found out that I just found out that he's alive. I saw 2 people who needed me, your people, and I helped them. That's it.
It scares me every time. Really? Even that scared me. Even that moment scared me.
Kelly, come on.
How does Michelle still trust anyone?
You know, that's the beauty of the show. I think because they're just, firstly, the fan base of the show, I just have to give them a shout out. They're just so incredible. Yeah. Shout out to Joy over there. Joy from Brooklyn. I've seen her everywhere I've been in the last 2 weeks.
Joy from
coast to coast, girls. Come on, I love you. But there's just so much love in this fan base, and I think so much of how the show appeals to people is because, and appealed to me because I auditioned for it 2 years in, several years back, and it really is about the humanity that is explored. The way and the journey she's having in that episode where I left the mothership years ago was really about who have I become, and do I retain that or do I let it go? Because you can become a very brutal person in this world, or you can choose to constantly reach out and help and continue the strive forward towards a better humanity. And I think that's what appeals to people. Who am I going to become?
And so you reunite with Rick. Yes?
Theoretically.
I
can say nothing.
Got it.
It is an epic love story, like spinoff that is about their love and how they've been separated for all these years. And now the question is, does she find him, and what happens then? And where has he been?
But you went from shooting in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Is that where you originally shot? Now you shot this series in New Jersey.
We did.
And can you tell me the primary differences?
Oh, yes, I can. It was freezing. We shot it this time last year, and it could not have been colder. I was like, because usually I was walking around as Michonne, it's just like a little tank top, and now it was like, okay, layers, the battery charged, like heat packs.
The Walking Dead, the ones who freeze.
Exactly.
Thank you, Danai. Thank you so much. The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live premieres Sunday, February 25th at 9 p.m. on AMC and AMC Plus. That's The Bachelor. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live, Cynthia Nixon.
Tis the sneezin'. Protect your family from this season's triple threat. COVID, RSV.
Whoever wants to sign up, they just say, "Hey, Celebrity Jeopardy review," and if you figure out, if you find out, or whether it's your agent or something,
like
however you find out, if you qualify, I guess if the Jeopardy gods view you as a celebrity and you're eligible, if you want to do it, all you got to do is sign up and you go and you do a test. You do a test and then you do a face test. You do.
Yes.
Theoretically.
I can say nothing.
Got it. Oh, got it.
Got it.
It is an epic love story, like spinoff that is about their love and how they've been separated.
Georgia, right? Is that where you originally
Yes.
shot? Now you shot this series in New Jersey.
We did.
And
she said tit.
Some of these women have these incredible.
Oh my God! Here he goes again, just fucking staring at them, being very like not sharing anything. Watch how boring this guy is. This guy thinks this is a guy that thinks he's so good looking when he's not. Like he gets a lot of girls' attention, but they're all like.
And the flu.
They're all like,
I gotta take
I
this.
don't want to say ugly, but they're all like less than average attractive level. But because he's getting the attention, he thinks he's like this gorgeous guy, like on the same level as like a Brad Pitt or something. He really thinks he's like this, like sexy, one of the world's sexiest like men on reality TV or something, right? And he acts that way. He acts a little arrogant, like he thinks he's this gorgeous guy that girls flock to, and maybe they do, but he's not really selective. So he just fucks anyone that flirts with him, and he gets a lot of girls, but they're all like girls that are like on a scale 1 to 10 are like that 4.5 to like 6. But he thinks like because it's quantity over quality to him, and he kind of acts that way as if he's like he tries to try too hard to be like some kind of mysterious or like even if you remember from the season from Charity season, he was acting a certain way in front of Charity, but when his like uncle came, his uncle was saying how he's acting different. He wasn't acting like himself. He was acting away. He was acting different for television and for Charity, and he wasn't being himself. And he's the same way now on TV. He's acting like his fake fucking reality alter ego dickhead self. This is another douchebag that he doesn't deserve love. He's the type that deserves to be a fucking single dad as a punishment for him fucking lying to women. He thinks he's some smooth player. That's what he does. He thinks he's like a smooth player or something. That's what he does. He thinks he's like. He's got it all figured out. He thinks he's sweet at tricking women
No.
Protect your family from COVID, RSV, and the flu.
I gotta take this.
Probably the kind of D-bag that tried dating like 4 girls at once in high school and thought he could get away with it. Like, I'm going to take 2 girls to prom and I'll get away with it. And if they catch me, I'll smile and I'll just tell them some lie because I'm like the hottest guy in the school, right? Because like, look, all these fat women with braces talk to me and want to play with my tits.
Hey, hi, Kyle.
Sit your ass down with your pajamas.
Welcome back. He's the tennis pro who's been serving up a good season as the Bachelor, and I think he has a kind face. He really does. Please welcome back Joey Graziadei. Joey. How we doing?
There's a lot of options here in the audience. I'm just putting it out.
So we hear this week's episode felt super heavy. Why would you say that is?
Timing, right? Like this is the part of the show where things start to get real. I think I start to feel the pressure with
I'm getting some serious Colton Underwood vibes with this guy. Like, I'm seriously getting some Colton Underwood vibes with this guy. He's like, the way he kind of moves his face, he's like, yeah, so, like, I really think, like, he sounds like Colton Underwood did when Colton was trying to talk like what he thinks straight guys talk like. I don't know. The jewelry, the eyeshadow.
Timing, right? Like, this is the part of the show where things start to get real. I think I start to feel
I swear to God, he definitely looks like the type of guy that if you showed his picture, like, more than probably 50% of people would say that he's like one of the cast members of the new season of Queer Eye. And he's like the guy that either like works on your hair and grooming or he works on like your interior design. He's either the interior designer guy that picks out tiles and like furnishes your living room on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, or he's the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy that like tells you about all the like cool, hip, expensive shampoos that Gwyneth Paltrow uses and recommends, and like a specific loofah an organic loofah and like a fucking like body wash that costs like $60 a pint or some shit. Like he's definitely the interior design gay guy or the body washing hairstylist salonist kind of, you know, eyebrow wax, specializing in like body waxing, you know, so it's a reason you can like look at your junk. Oh, I do bikini waxes, but it's okay. You know, I'm professional. He looks like one of those two Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, you know, hosts.
The pressure with how emotions are starting to build on my end, on the women's end, and it's time to take it a little bit more seriously, and I think people felt that this
No more fun and games.
Do you have a fear that if you propose to one of these women, they might say no?
Heck yeah.
Why do you think that is? I mean,
because they can see right through you, and they're only fucking on the show for themselves and to be famous and try to be a social media influencer and to create their brand. They're not on. No one's on the show for love, especially you. You think one of these 30 girls really wants to spend the rest of their lives with your dumbass, with your fucking little soft ass? Fuck that. What'd you do? Cut like 6 girls because you realize you're not here for me? Trust me. The one girl that is there for you, you're gonna cut her because you're gonna want the trophy wife, and the trophy wife is gonna be like, sucker, I was just pretending. Like, you're gay, right?